Hi everyone, Lynn Fairchild-Hawkes here. Welcome to a presentation on how to design and populate your course in Sakai. We're going to explain what it means to get your course student ready, the role of the syllabus and other key tools, and also how we will review your work in Sakai. By the end of this presentation, you'll find not only resources to assist your work, but also reminders of the calendar dates for posting to Sakai. So during this presentation, if you need to return to any particular section, here's your table of contents that will give you ready access to any particular area. So what do we mean by student ready? Well, you're preparing this course to be student facing in June, so we're going to review it in the main office as if we are your students. So here are the areas you're preparing: the home page, the syllabus page, the Google Calendar Sakai schedule tool, making sure there are working links, and also a logical sequence. So the home page. This is the first thing your students see, and it's where you should have your welcome announcement, your instructor bio, and your instructor video. It should be a welcoming space for your students. The syllabus. This is your students' one-stop shop. It serves as the hub of your Sakai course. It pulls together all your necessary activities, resources, internal and external links within your Sakai site, all in one central location. So all areas of the syllabus template, which we're about to describe, those should be populated, and from the syllabus you should link to all tools that you plan to use. We'll talk about those in a minute as well. So of course your students need to know when is everything due. So all dates and deadlines should be stated and incorporated into your course. You could use the Google Calendar tool, or you can use the Sakai schedule tool. Make sure you include important dates for everything, such as when is the reading due, when important assignments and activities are due throughout the week, when should they post for the first time to the forums, to the second time to reply, and when are the live sessions. Of course, all links should work. They should lead to the documents, the sites, the meetings, or the Sakai tools. And any documents that you're linking to, those should be student ready as well. Please make sure you put a placeholder and highlight in yellow so we know it's a draft form to indicate where you want to put your live meetings. Forums should be linked and ready for students. And make sure that the prompts in your forums are student-facing and ready as well. Finally, your syllabus should follow a logical sequence. The activities should be explicitly marked, clear, easy to follow, so a student knows what is step 1, 2, 3 for the week. And of course, pointing back to the calendar or the Sakai schedule tool is always helpful and never too redundant. So let's take a quick look at your Sakai syllabus tool, and here's the template you'll be using and populating. You see a section called Goal, Resources, Forums, Adobe Connect, and Assignments. Let's go through each section bit by bit. In the Goals section, you're telling your students the purpose for the week. What's the driving, open-ended question for the week that students will be exploring? What's that essential question? What are the content and skill objectives? And what's the planned agenda of activities? This is also a great place to link to that Google Calendar or the Sakai schedule tool. So Resources is the section where you place all links to uploaded or external readings, videos, simulations, anything students will be consuming. We suggest that you upload your resources into Tipster and link from there, since Tipster links won't change from year to year. The Forums section, pretty obvious, but do make sure this is truly student ready. So not only is the question posted, but also the full expectations, including a timeline for first post, first response to a post, and that ritual of connection that you want to create throughout the week. So in the Adobe Connect section, you want to have placeholder links for your meetings highlighted in yellow, and that is a placeholder for us, obviously, because you won't have those dates and times exactly yet. You will be conducting a poll during orientation. This year, TIP will provide that poll through Google Forms and help you with that. And of course, you do want to include any other links or directions for accessing recorded meetings, and that's something you will do later once a meeting has been live. For those students who couldn't make it, you'll have the recorded meeting links also placed in this section. So in the assignment section, you list here all the activities, assessments, group work, any other tasks students will complete during this week. Of course, if you're doing any assignments, tests, or quizzes, these should link to the gradebook, usually through the assignments or the tests and quizzes tools in Sakai. We also recommend linking once again to the Google Calendar here or the Sakai schedule tool. You can never have too many reminders for students about how to stay on task and on schedule with the agenda for the week. If you need additional guidance and information as you're populating the syllabus template, don't hesitate to refer to the Sakai Syllabus Guide, and that is found in the Sakai folder in Tipster, and you can click on this link here to get to it. So what tools do you have access to? Well, each empty course comes ready with the eStudy's required list of tools, as you see here in the left-hand sidebar. These tools should remain in place unless you've spoken with the main office staff about adjusting your course's lineup of tools. The Assignments, Tests and Quizzes, and Resources tool can be populated with your course content and then linked directly from your syllabus. We also have a syllabus tool guide resource that can assist you with further information on Sakai tools. So, how do we review your Sakai course? Well, first of all, during April and May, the main office team, we get together and review your course in 3 rounds. Weeks 0 through 1, then you post weeks 2 through 3, and weeks 4 through 7. Now, we assume with each new posting that you've revised and taken the feedback we've given you from the prior posting. As we give feedback, we also ask you to incorporate that into any other future work you do, because it might apply to things you're about to do. Some of the areas we're going to review are the following: content and curriculum, directions and clarity, aesthetics and design, functionality and tools. Let's look briefly at what these mean. Content and curriculum. Here we continue to vet your course by the same standards we've used for your design syllabi and revision proposals if you're a reviser. We're going to look at the rigor of your assignments and assessments and the quality of each component part. We're going to also look to see that the course is welcoming to students. And note, if you're an updater, you will not get a thorough review of this area, as we're assuming that what you posted last year will stay mostly the same except for the integration of your professional development product or products. Directions and clarity. As we look at your course from this lens, we help you make sure students know where to go and when, and that they can get all their questions answered to get started on the week's work. Students should know the timing and the ritual of tasks for your course and for the week, understanding that this is an interactive course that they regularly access. When we're vetting aesthetics and design, we want the course to be elegant and user-friendly. We want to make sure the aesthetics aren't such that students will be distracted or disoriented, and that colors and highlights are used appropriately. So the last section is functionality and tools. Here we're making sure that you're using tools that are appropriate to your course, used to their full effect to benefit your students. In some cases, and in cases for developers, the lessons tool could be used, and we strongly encourage that, as well as for revisers if it's appropriate or interfaces well with your professional development. We'll also be checking that all your required tools are being utilized, and if you've integrated some optional tools but decided not to use them, that if they're inactive, you remove them from the navigation menu. For more details on our review process and the exact criteria that we use during the review process, refer to the Sakai Review rubric. That's also found in the same place, the Sakai folder in Tipster, and you can see those specific areas where we will be giving feedback. So here are your forthcoming deadlines. Weeks 0 and 1 are due March 29th, and you can see the deadlines subsequent to that, April 12th, April 26th, and then May 10th, which is not only a revision of weeks 4 through 7, but a place where the home page is truly student ready. Not only is the welcome announcement ready and your bio there, but your instructor video has been recorded and posted. Just a quick note here about maintaining your resources in Tipster, and this could be any assignment document, readings, any materials you're using for the course. Linking to Tipster resources will eliminate the need for your instructor to relink annually. So we recommend you create new resources in Tipster, as well as consider moving your existing resources there. Tipster files won't be deleted, and so Tipster links will still be live next year. So as you're working, it's always good to keep your audience in mind, the students. For a student view of the course, you can do this in one particular way, where when you're working in your course, go to the top right of your screen and you will see Enter Access View. Click on that, and that will give you the student view. When you're done, click Exit Access View to return to your instructor view. For more viewing options, you can click on this link and go to the Duke Sakai support for other ways that you can really see the student view as you're working through various tools. So what are next steps for developers? Well, you're creating everything from scratch. We have given you access to prior courses, so if you need some models, don't hesitate to ask us for guidance as you look through a prior course we've given you access to. But basically, you're creating new materials for everything, beginning with the syllabus, all your resources, forums, announcements, assignments, tests and quizzes, and any other tools. But if you need any more help, besides looking at a model course we've given you access to, don't hesitate to look at the Sakai Syllabus Guide and you'll get some more tips there as well. If you're a reviser or updater, you may already know that material from 2014 is going to be copied over into your 2015 course site. However, your resources, forums, announcements, assignments, and tests and quizzes will be in draft or unpublished form. So what you will be doing there is replacing or editing as necessary before publishing them on dates when you'll be ready for the students to view them. Please also remember that your links need to be updated and relinked to your 2014 materials throughout the entirety of your site. You may click on a link to find that it works, but that's only because you have access to both the 2015 and 2014 materials. Old links won't work for your 2015 students. And as mentioned before, the Sakai folder in Tipster is a great home base because you can find these 3 documents, the tool guide, the syllabus guide, and the review rubric, all to help you with this process of posting to Sakai. We hope this is a helpful presentation, and please don't hesitate to contact me or Jamie or Corey for any help as you're working in Sakai, and we'll do our best to answer your questions as soon as possible. Thanks so much.